After we were done with the waterfalls, we got on the scooters and headed into the town of Lorena to a local restaurant called Portside. And guys, I cannot stress how delicious and affordable all the food in the Philippines was. In the 2 weeks I spent out there may be one time I had a bad meal. At Portside, we ran into Harry Clark and Zach Mills Goodwin, two downhill skateboarders from Australia. Meeting with these guys was a bit of a surreal experience for me. I've spent years watching clips of them online, and as a downhill skateboarder, I really look up to them. One of my big motivators to come out on this skate trip was that I would finally get to see my skate idols skate in person. After Lorena, we headed back to camp for what was a relatively uneventful night. Ipos made some last minute announcements, but we were all pretty eager to get skating the next day. The event truck wasn't going to be ready till late in the afternoon, so a bunch of us headed to Infinity to get in some quick skate laps. Zach would be the first one to drop in, and I was so excited to see how this guy was going to skate this hill. On his first drop, Zach skated this road exceptionally well. It was such a contrast because it took me a couple of runs to be able to do what he's doing now. After a while, he sped off into the distance. I had trouble keeping up with him even though I had a scooter. But it was interesting to see the level of difference between our skills, and I was eager to see what else I could learn from Zach.
Dude! Dude, you skated it so well, your first drop?
Yeah, dude, it's sick.
Yeah, let me turn around,
But after a while, our tiny session turned into a full-blown slide jump as more and more riders showed up on the hill.
Yo!
It's not an understatement when I say we took over this road.
He is that guy.
I was having such a great time at Infinity. I mean, pretty much unlimited uplifts, getting to skate the hill at my own pace, people mostly sporting the corners, and getting to see other really experienced riders shred a very technical hill. I was having a great time. And I really hope to experience something like this again one day. It was super nice to be around like-minded people who were super eager and passionate about skating this road as I was.
China subiu, meze mu bye bye, kania
We all then made our way to the racetrack, where I embarrassingly was shooting a different style of content, so sorry for all the vertical clips. But this was just a taster. The real fun and the real event was the next day. The first day of the event had a bit of racing and a bit of freeride. There was going to be a traditional race and then the next day an international race. And guys, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I did terribly in this race. People really do want it out here. This homie was on like cast calibers and this guy was sending it, man. Like he was trying to tuck over the chanda. Like he was going for it. So yeah, I came second in this race. I air braked because I saw everyone else was like really far behind. But I didn't make it too far in the next one.
Here's our set, go!
In the next race, I was up against Charlie, Elroy, and another homie. Two of the best skaters around. Like, it was pretty steep odds. Coming into the quarterfinals, I kind of figured out a decent strategy for this track. However, still not being comfortable with this road, I couldn't hold my tuck, and this was race over for me. And it was a bit of a learning and humbling experience, and these guys really do shred. Fortunately, Charlie was willing to take my GoPro, and here's his race in the semifinals. Charlie makes a pass on this homie, and unfortunately for us, but fortunately for him, he's able to take the lead and keep it all the way down to the race finish. He does hit a nice 90k though, which is pretty cool. And in the other semi-final heat, Elroy is able to make a pass towards the end to make it into the finals with James. I wasn't able to get a GoPro on any of the finalists, so we didn't get to see it from that perspective. However, I did still get some pretty exciting angles. In the women's finals, we had Rydell, Elisa, Denise, and Sophie. Rydell was able to take the win with Elisa in second, Denise in third, and Sophie fourth.
Yeah!
For the guys, we had James, Charlie, Elroy, and G-Boy. It was a pretty tight finish with James first, Elroy second, and Charlie third. People were so gosh darn stoked. It was pretty awesome to see.
Who won, bro?
James, Cebu City, and then Elroy, Mindanao, and then Charlie third. Very close, very tight.
Amazing.
Very, really crazy. But yeah,
Yo, how do you feel, bro?
Great, man. It was such a tight heat, man.
Yeah?
Like the tightest ever. I just had to adjust.
Oh, what happened? What?
Just after the fastest part, we were just like bumping each other, and I just had the thought, man, I just gotta keep this safe. Otherwise, we're gonna like crash
Die.
it like that
Yeah.
cliffside, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey man, live to race another day.
exactly. Overall, it was fun.
Congrats,
It's
man.
all about the fun.
Yeah. How do you feel, man?
So great, and I beat the top guns of Siquijor, Charlie.
Nice man, enjoy. Oh fucking
Kaya ako
way.
ikasabaan. Ano man to?
Dude, how you feeling right now?
Di mo ang kasabaan. Isa tong suot
I can explain, man.
Yeah, you're so stoked.
So happy.
This whole sticking my camera in people's faces thing is actually kind of weird. I mean, I'm trying to capture the moment, the stoke, the excitement, but the moment you bring a camera out, it's really hard for people to be natural in front of it. So moral of the story, I guess you just had to be there, bro.
I got him sending Birkins on my birthday. I ain't never met him, he don't even know my birth name. Looking on my pics, so I know we like him perfect. Crush on that hit boy, when I'm in the worst way. Just for the dice, only store him in a nickname. I sing moi, ooh la la. Take them 8 inch out them draws. But then she dip on paintball. Call me closer, ooh so swag. It's the freaking me, I wanna show you. Let me show you, baby. Something don't want it to be over. Now right now, I know that you're right. Come closer. It's the freaking me, I want you. Haven't done anything you do. Everything you do. Haven't done anything for you. Haven't done anything you do. Yeah, baby. It's the freaking me, I want.
Coming up next week, Zach Mills Goodwin does a slide. Abuga falls and the whole town sees. Thomas
Tom
commits
from Hong
identity
Kong.
fraud.
Nah, I'm Charlie. I'm the local hero here. And I've
The
got
boys have a bit of a dance. Tom falls. Rob makes a big splash. A truck goes up a hill. The locals are stoked. The gang finds paradise.